Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here's Boykin, off play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is intercepted. Or was it?
Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Now it's Boykin.
Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check safety, check safety. We're going to 53.
On first down, Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
44, 44, Mike, 46.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Watch the slap. Watch the edge. Joker. 26.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
We're going to 54. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D26.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Check. Check. 53. You got nothing in there. Then we're going to 53. Shoot. Check. Lucky. 26.
Here's Prescott. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
36. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Now McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Here we go, 46. 53 to Mike. Hayward. Switch it, hey. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Boykin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. That's taken on the 25. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Mike Fofo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go. Down to 54. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it,
so on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Throwing again. Boykin. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. This one caught by Crowder. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
and that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Boykin on second down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Go to 54, go to 54, line 8. Mike, 53, Mike. Here we go, 47. Here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw this time. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. That's what I do. 26.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McKinnon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Mike, 44. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On 2nd down now. Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 53, Mike. Get in the weight room. Go, get out there. Kill.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Completes it to Samuel. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, McKinnon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On third down, McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No bit. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They go play action now. Boykin looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Watch the count. Here we go, 47. Here we go. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Prescott now, option right. He pitches it. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 53, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
He's coming. We're going to 54. Why is? He's coming. Double up. Wide. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his target, Samuel. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards on the play. And the 49er first down. First and 10
Number
at the
53,
48-yard line.
53. You go, night. Don't go, night.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rush in.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, what do you think? You don't want it. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, check 24.
Hey, kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Check. Fragno.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Boykin. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
44, Mike, 44. Ricky. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Here's Prescott. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, get out there. 46. Gun. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 46.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
There you go. Go right in. 53 is the mic. I'm coming.
First down, Prescott. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Darren Lee able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Prescott to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, he finds Pettis, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I got you, punk.
3rd and long for Boykin. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 41, Prescott. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike, 53. 53. Yeah. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 53 to Mike. That's it. 3 to Mike. You better bring it.
Looking to throw. Miller, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
That's good.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
First and
I got
10
you.
at the 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
After the interception, here's Boykin. Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. J.J. Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. Here we go, 47. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Boykin. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got 53, Mike 53. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. 53.
Prescott from the gun. He finds McKinnon, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.